Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. If you want to follow along, we will be in the book of Ruth, and Ruth, the first chapter, the last few verses, beginning in verse number 19. And we have these words. So the two of them went on until they came to Bethlehem. And that would have been Naomi and Ruth. They continued. When they got to Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women said, "Is this Naomi?" She, being Naomi, said to them, "Do not call me Naomi, call me Mara. For the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me." Mara meaning bitter. So she says, just call me bitter. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi when the Lord has testified against me, and the Almighty has brought calamity upon me? So we see here Naomi comes back to town and is greeted by they recognize her, and they begin to say, "Isn't this Naomi?" She gives them the speech. "Don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara, because the Lord has dealt hard against me." And verse 22 says, "So Naomi returned, and Ruth the Moabite, her daughter-in-law, with her, who returned from the country of Moab, and they came to Bethlehem at the beginning of the barley harvest." So, see if we can summarize this in our time this morning. Again, Ruth comes back, and she has returned back to her land. And again, one of the most amazing things is Ruth has made a decision to follow Naomi, to go back with her, as opposed to the decision that Orpah made. And Ruth here is making by making this decision, she's making a commitment to change her lifestyle in moving and becoming, basically following the Jewish laws, the Jewish traditions in all that she does. And they finally arrive in Bethlehem on this journey. And when they get there, Naomi she's put in a situation where she really is, I don't know if this is confession, admission, what it is, but she says, "Listen, don't call me Naomi. Life's been hard. Life has not been good. I went off into this foreign land, and again, it's been hard. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty." She seems to be acknowledging that God had been chastising her for leaving the promised land. And so, again, she seems to be admitting that she recognizes now that she should have never left the land of her fathers and went to the Moabites. And the people come out as she gets it. "Is this Naomi?" And there is the slight hint there that Naomi had been through so much and aged so much, the people just didn't recognize her, and that she had been suffering at the hand of the Lord. And she's admitting that her life has been bitter, that it's been hard since she left town. She's admitting that, and she tells them, "Don't call me Naomi anymore. Just call me bitter." And I don't think we can ignore the fact in all of this, and doesn't get talked about a great deal. Again, we've beat around it some over this first chapter, but the truth of the matter is, Naomi left the land of her father. She left the land that God had given her and her ancestors, and went to a pagan land, went to a land that on many occasions attacked the nation of Israel, came against the people of Israel. And you could very easily make the comment that Naomi, by moving to Moab, had been living in sin, and God has chosen to discipline, chosen to correct her, to get her back to the place where she needs to be, and get her back. God can and will sometimes make our life bitter, just as Naomi's had been. And he does all that not to trick us or to hurt us, but for our own goodness, for our own protection, that he leads us to the place where he needs us to go. And it took a while, but Naomi finally ends up back home. And we'll just leave with this question today. What will it take? What does it take to get you where God wants you to be? Think about it. Have a good day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.